Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to Hard Reset. This is Grant.
And I'm Jasmine.
This has been Tran.
And you are watching us play the newly released pre-alpha for the Yooka-Laylee Toybox. Now, Jasmine, of course, we were about to start things up, and then Ben joined in. It's like, yeah, let's make it a three-way party. That did not come out right at all.
I need a cigarette.
Yeah. I don't even smoke, and I probably need one too. But anyway, Jasmine, I know you're a huge fan of like Rare and like the Banjo games.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, Yooka-Laylee is a game made by Platonic Games, a company that was made up of ex-developers from Rare. So artists, writers, even the composers, Dave Wise and Grant Kirkhope. So if you see anything familiar about this, it's very Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Donkey Kong 64 in terms of its style and flair and gameplay and everything.
Even the little texting and Simlish noises that these characters make. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna miss the goofiest from Banjo.
Oh yeah, that was one of my favorite voices. Yeah. Although I love Mumbo's voice, because he would say, "Eekum, pokum."
Because, yeah, like, I didn't really play much of the Banjo games myself. Did you play them at all?
I only played a little bit. I played more of Donkey Kong 64, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have a little bit idea of what Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie and this Yooka-Laylee is like, but not as much as Jasmine.
Yeah. Let me see, because definitely... Yeah, if you play Donkey Kong, you've pretty much played the other games then. I think... Though Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, they have a lot more polish to them.
I believe DK64 was made between the two games, but I could be wrong. The main thing is that with DK64, the biggest complaint is that there's a lot of collecting in it, which all three games have. But with DK64, you have to collect every item with all 5 characters. But what that encourages you to do is explore. So here we have a sort of testing environment that some elements are clearly not graphically fleshed out, but if you go exploring...
Yeah, which you just showed me earlier, which is like, it kind of blew my mind. It's like,
what's over here?
How the hell would anyone have thought to look there?
If you played all of Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie, you would know that... Oops. I always ground pound when I die. I don't know why, it's just fun.
Because you just want to hurry up and die that much more quickly?
Yes. But it's basically knowing to go to corners and look around and see what the hell is going on. And I'm not good at this. Hold on.
The first time you did it the first try!
Oh, I forgot I can double jump in this. Banjo never had that. That's how I did it. So, double jump and then do the floaty thing. There we go. That's how you do it.
So did the Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie games play around with the camera angles to hide things a lot?
Yes. Except their cameras were obviously not as well established because it was N64 camera controls with C buttons.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, thankfully, like I said, I've been playing the Rare Replay collection. It's just that right analog stick just makes life so much easier to deal with in that game.
So, I'm basically doing a high jump for that. Then this button.
Cool.
And I found 2 quills. So one thing is that every item has little eyeballs and they have their own little flavor text and personality. That's very much a Rare style of things.
Yeah.
Very cartoonish.
Seems reminiscent of like early Disney.
Yeah. Even the way they bounce.
Yeah. They just have to sing now.
Yeah. On that topic, have you ever played Conker's Bad Fur Day?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that was like the best example of that. I felt like that was what Sausage Party should have been. Oh.
If they were gonna go with immature toilet/sexual humor, they should have gone Conker with it. Don't take yourself seriously. Don't include any religious nonsense.
Yeah. Well, technically, the way they were doing it, they weren't necessarily taking themselves seriously, but it's just they were immature in the wrong way. That's kind of the best way to describe that movie. Because, like, for them, it's like it was the fact that they were just saying all these things was kind of the joke, whereas with Conker's Bad Fur Day, I felt like there was a little more satire to it in terms of like some of these animated movie elements. Although I do find it funny how both things actually made fun of Saving Private Ryan in retrospect. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Conker had a bunch of movie references.
It did.
I remember it having a Matrix reference.
Yeah.
Back when that was considered new.
Yeah.
Yeah, God, there was some.
Didn't it have a bullet time mechanic in one of those levels too?
Yeah, like in the Matrix level. They also did Clockwork Orange, from what I remember.
Oh, cool.
Like, it opens in the exact same way.
Oh yeah, he is drinking milk.
Yep. So are these actually meant to be, like, actual levels? Or is this just, like, kind of a...
Concepts?
Yeah.
It's a concept.
Okay.
It's almost a proof of concept of what this game is going to feel like, but not necessarily what it'll look like.
Okay. No, I meant, like, the fact that, like, this was going to be, like, the actual layout for a level. And then they'd, like, fill in the blanks kind of like afterwards, but I figured probably not.
I don't think so. Because this is something that's meant to be independent of the game itself as far as story and design and all that.
Okay.
I like this overhead cutaway for this particular level for the puzzle.
Oh yeah, the way
That's
the camera...
Yeah, that's a really nice touch.
Because I have no control over the camera, but it puts it at just the right angle.
Yeah.
Because I remember a lot of the times I played Donkey Kong Country 64, and for the few puzzles that I remember playing in that, the camera was probably your biggest opponent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for levels, like I remember in one of the later levels in Banjo-Kazooie, you have to climb up this really big tree. It's Click Clock Wood, and you have to climb that tree at least 4 times. Because the concept of the level is you climb up that tree in 4 different seasons.
Yeah.
Each one has its own, I guess, style and quests and things. Yeah, so feedback in case you want to submit things.
Yeah, this whole section is really smart game design, I think.
Yeah.
So whatever lessons they've learned in the last 15 years. But yeah, Click Clock Wood, the pain in that is that if you fall too far, you die because you take damage when you fall.
Yeah.
But the camera angle is your biggest enemy. That's what's going to make it harder for you to judge your distance and everything. And I don't think this game will have that problem just because you have such more fine-tuned controls of the camera.
On that topic, how does it feel using an Xbox One controller for the first time?
I like it. I didn't think I would because I have tiny hands. I'm the sort of person that could use a Game Boy Micro and not complain about it being cramped.
Yeah. I still need to find mine.
So that's why I never got an Xbox when it came out, because I'm like, this is way too big.
Oh, God. Oh, duh. I'm glad I got the original Xbox, like, right after they released the Xbox Small controller.
Oh, the S? Yeah, that was much better.
Oh, that original one was a nightmare.
Okay, so this robot just told me there are no enemies, so don't worry about that. The thing is, the Kickstarter reward that I got is the Toybox, so this one. Some people, they opted for the Toybox Plus, which I believe was just a higher reward. That comes with more combat mechanics, so if you want to deal with enemies and things. So I don't have to worry about that today, but if any of you have that, I would suggest you play it, and I would love to see.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm a little surprised you wouldn't go for the full-fledged thing then for the combat as well. But then again, at the same time, it feels kind of surprised that you have to pay to get, like, combat mechanics in here. But at the same time, unlike a certain other Kickstarter game, this thing's showing actual good progress, so I have no complaints there.
Well, they're actually open about their process, which is important.
Yeah.
I don't mind a company making delays for Kickstarters. I have a problem when they don't tell me that, hey, we're running late.
Yeah.
PR is one of the things I've noticed that a lot of people who make games over Kickstarter don't really grasp.
They think that because they are not a major company that they don't need marketers and stuff, but you need people that can interface between the developers and the audience.
Absolutely.
Like,
Especially when you're doing a Kickstarter. What you're really doing is you're trying to establish a brand.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel kind of bad, because, like, I've done Kickstarters where, like, I just got so swamped that I wasn't able to, like, keep up with, like, keep people backed up with anything until someone poked and prodded me. He's like, oh, sorry, here's what we got going on so far.
That's true, but to be fair, in your case, you know, you weren't sitting on, like, $3 million.
That is true. I thought it was $4 million.
Oh, if only.
Oh, because what's the thing? How much did this game get? It got, like, $2 million?
I think 1.5 or 2, something like that.
What engine is this thing running on?
Unity.
Unity does this.
Yes.
That's impressive.
Unity is a really good engine. Like, the reason why, like, a lot of people like it is even though it's, like, not the most powerful engine, it's incredibly versatile and easy to use and learn.
Wow.
So, like, it's able to do quite a bit. Like, I'm trying to think of some other good games that use, like...
I am not good at swimming. So A makes
Like,
me go by
I think
reviews,
that Slender game I showed you the other day, I think that used... I know the original one used Unity. I'm not sure if this one did, too. But, yeah, I remember... then another buddy of ours, he talks about it. He said, like, you know, it's just a great engine to work with. Oh, I actually... the funny thing is I actually bought, like, a lesson plan to try and learn it, but just, like, I've been so lazy / busy, I haven't gotten the chance to do it yet. But I would really love to learn how to actually work with a game engine.
Well, maybe we should just try to build our own little game and see how that goes.
Yeah, thankfully, I think that's part of the lessons, too, that they give is, like, build your own game and yada yada yada, because I've only used a couple other, like, basically drag and drop or, like, easily customizable ones. Like, I used RPG Maker VX Ace and Game Maker Studio, I think.
Yeah, I've tried out Construct.
How's that one?
That one's not bad. Although generally among the 2D game engines, I think most people would say that probably Game Maker is the most in-depth.
Yeah. Funny thing is, like, I actually got one of the Studio ones for free, too. Like, there's some deal going on.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the thing never loads. I'm not sure if it's just because it doesn't like Windows 10 or something, but there's only so much you can do.
I just want to point out the contrast between that completely flat surface over there and this textured one right beneath me.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Look, just how detailed this is versus that.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable, right?
Yeah.
It does kind of highlight a point. I mean, especially when I think back to when I was playing around with some of those make-your-own game engines. Building the actual game itself is not as hard as it sounds. It's actually producing the art assets that really...
Oh, yeah.
That's the part I think people underestimate. That takes forever, and it's incredibly difficult and expensive.
Because, like, one of my buddies, actually my business partner, Ravi, he's making a game for the Wii U, actually, right now, called Sync, where it's basically... it's kind of like Tron meets Portal. That's a good way to describe it. But yeah, it's like that's one of the things that's like taking up the most time, like programming and like the voice acting, which actually helped him record. All that stuff like doesn't take as long, but it's just art sucks up all the time. I
think it's also because of the fact that in the probably 30 years since video games first really kind of came into their own, there's so many developer tools now for building the skeleton of a game.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you're adding, crazy special mechanics to it, then you're going to, have to do some very specialized programming. But for the most part, not really all that bad.
Yeah. Actually, wait, what about the thing where you roll into a ball?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah, maybe you could go up the thing that way.
Let's find out.
Yeah, I mean, we already got it, but might as well find out.
If that was the easy way to get it, then... Oh.
It was.
Oh, well. At least that rock was there for idiots like me who wanted to go do it the hard way.
The road not taken has made all the difference.
Okay. All right, well, I think we're going to end this episode right now, so join us next time where we keep playing this thing until its completion, so we'll see you next time.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.